The University Tower chimes ring in another session of Ask the Professor, the show on which you match wits with University of Detroit Mercy professors in an unrehearsed session of questions and answers. I'm your host, Matt Maggio, and let me introduce to you our panel for today. To my right, it still is a very, very nice phone case. It's Professor Heather Hill.
Jeez, every week.
And how are you doing, Heather?
I'm okay, thank you. It's week 3.
Yeah, we were talking the other day about your the film class. How's the film class cranking out?
Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. You know, it's good.
Anything new this year for the curriculum?
I added a movie about bullying.
Oh,
Bully, with that film that was made in the early 2000s. Yeah.
Yep, I'm familiar with that.
Because I teach a classic Frederick Wiseman documentary called High School from 1960 something.
Okay.
Are you planning on adding Melania to your?
No, I will not be
National
adding
Skip Day.
that. But
There's
So-
lots of free copies out there.
so
I'm sure.
yeah, are there? Yeah, okay.
They'll be on sale at Walmart.
No,
So no, it's good. It's good.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
good.
You know, I
Okay.
teach the movies in pairs, so
Right,
yeah,
right.
there's a good comparative analysis feature to the film.
I remember
class.
the Back to the Future incident
Yeah.
with Dave and I.
Yeah.
Although that was pre-pandemic times. Too.
Yeah, that was
yeah, it
pre-pandemic.
was.
Yeah, that was when I had
it
to add it as an extra
think it was.
course. But yeah, that was cool.
Nice.
I had a lot of help with that course.
I think that feels like it would be a lot of fun to teach.
Yeah, it has its moments.
Hey,
Yeah.
how much popcorn do we still have left?
I think it was a 50-pound bag.
Yeah.
Mara knows this. It's in the box in the conference room. Beth won a 50-pound bag of unpopped popcorn at this trivia event.
2 years ago.
Probably have eaten about 5 pounds of it.
Oh, God.
So can we use
And-
that for your
Gotta get to
class?
work.
And I took some of it home to do an experiment in an air popper we have to see if it was actually going to work.
Yeah.
It was perfect. The popcorn was
yeah,
great.
poppers work fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, but it's been sitting there a year, you know?
So do we need this
Those
for
are-
Heather's class?
It's just such a sight. Matt, you're going to have to pick this up. I can't pick this up. Oh my God.
50-pound bag.
50
of
pounds.
How big is it?
Too much.
It's
It's
big.
the size of a pillowcase.
It's like a beanbag chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
seriously.
okay.
Oh my
So
gosh.
even bigger than, can you get a 50-pound bag of popcorn at, say, Costco?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
would say you
Yes.
probably could.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
something from there.
We
Huh.
found ourselves in the restaurant supply place a couple of weeks ago. I don't
Found
know what we were in there
ourselves.
for, but they had, this is for restaurants, and they had a popcorn, an industrial popcorn popper, like for movie theaters. I was very tempted. Set this up in the TV room, you know? Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Those being the dulcet tones of Professor Stephen Manning and Popcorn Fiend. I had no idea.
Yeah, I like popcorn.
He didn't either.
Yeah, I like
Oh.
popcorn. Yep.
I think that there's nothing wrong. It's actually, if you don't put anything on it, it's basically a totally neutral snack.
Well,
You know?
listen, that's what he
That's right.
has with his beans.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
geez.
Yeah,
Popcorn
and
and
you want to do, you want to get the whirly pop thing.
Yes, yes.
The whirly
We
pop.
have one of those.
As
the
opposed to
whirly
the
pop.
Jiffy Pop?
Right.
I love the Jiffy Pop thing. Cutting open that
Oh,
top.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Steam
as
comes
the
out.
steam comes up and the
Oh my
That
gosh.
bouffant
delicious.
Mm-hmm.
cooker? Yeah.
It's like a perfect transition to Professor Mara Livezey because
is?
I've been asking,
is?
at least indirectly, have you and your family been down to Der Slumber to at least just eat the popcorn yet? Has it happened?
We have been to Der Slumber.
Okay.
We have not eaten the
What?
popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
I go there
I
just
feel
for
like
lunch.
Millie would be begging for it like every day if I lived that close. Oh
Or be employed.
Yes. You know, I think it's probably top 2 most likely to choke foods for
yeah,
toddlers.
that's true. That's true.
So I don't like to expose her to things that I know she can't have because she will want them.
And she'll
the way
regurgitate
it
them too, I've
always
heard.
We'll
is.
give her something slimy that'll just slide down.
Just soak the popcorn in water and then give
Oh
it to
my
her.
gosh.
popcorn and
Yum.
oysters.
No, that's
Yeah, oysters. That would do it.
that is a really good point though. That is an absolutely good point. There's nothing drier as I walk over from chemistry to here and feel my head shrivel up just walking outside.
Like a raisin.
Yeah, I can see that.
My dentist did not like popcorn. He did not like his patients eating popcorn. I would have popcorn. And
Oh, yeah, the little
5 days
husks
later,
in
I'd be in
between
for a
your
teeth
teeth.
cleaning.
Yep.
And this guy would,
Still there?
Not a
you would
good
eat
idea.
popcorn, haven't you? And this is after, 5 nights of brushing, flossing, using the brush. and he would.
Yeah, like a week later, you're flossing and suddenly
I
another
know.
husk of popcorn.
That's why you have to eat it with lots of melted butter.
Yeah.
It softens it up.
Like butter, like butter.
Like butter.
I was thinking about it the other day because I picked up my youngest from school and we swung by Durst, and I'm just pulling into I'm not explaining myself, pulling into the parking lot, and we parked, and Emmett gets out of the car with me and he's like, "What are we doing here?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe I'll buy something." We're going to get the popcorn. The
It's a
moment
little
I said the word
small.
popcorn, it was like Star Trek. Like he dematerialized and he wasn't around me anymore. By the time I got into
Don't
the
worry about
store,
it.
he's already standing there with the bag. Like, this was a great idea. Like, I'm like,
So
if this is all it
dedicated.
takes to entertain you, then we'll come here every day.
Excellent.
Seriously, that's good popcorn.
He's gone.
Dan Maggio is here, Professor Dan Maggio.
I met.
He heard the sound, the mention of fried fish, and suddenly it was Lenten planning all over again. I have no idea where we can go in our area.
And poof, he was
We didn't
gone.
go anywhere
Yeah,
last year.
seriously.
So
What about American Legion?
we've been there. It's
It's okay.
it's fair.
What about the
okay.
church we went to one year down by Easter Market?
St. Mary's?
That's it. That's St. Mary's.
That's
Yeah.
St. Mary's.
Yeah.
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 Sweetest Heart of Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Transfiguration
we had
on
a-
10 Mile. They were doing it
Yeah,
too,
that's
but I
right.
don't know how often they do
Well,
it.
this
Who was
year,
it on 10 Mile?
serious
Transfiguration.
effort. To,
Transfiguration.
you can look up a list of
Yes,
churches
yes.
and places that offer. So we'll have to take it
Yeah.
seriously.
Can we
No,
just go to the
seriously.
Church of Scotty Simpson and be done with?
You know,
I knew you were going to bring up Scotty Simpson.
I have
Every
so.
time I've tried to go there, it's been such a line. You can't even get in the
Oh,
parking
yeah.
Oh, for the
lot.
love.
what's the Church of Scotty Simpson? Should I know this?
Scotty Simpson's is like a fish and chips joint that just explodes every
It's been
Lent.
there forever.
Oh, okay.
so-
I've never
It's in my old
been there.
neighborhood.
I've
Yeah,
never
where,
been
where is
there.
that again, specifically?
6 in Southfield, Greenfield. I can't remember what.
6. Okay, that makes sense.
Isn't there
yeah.
one at 9 in Coolidge also?
Don't know.
There's a fish place there.
Yeah, there's a fish place. Yeah.
But it's not Scotty Simpson's.
Is that Apollo?
I don't remember.
I think it is. I know. Yeah, on the southwest corner. Yes.
Fish or
No,
otherwise.
Northeast corner.
Professor Dave Chow knows his takeout.
Yeah. Pleasure to be here. As always.
Ouch.
Speaking of the Berkeleyites we have at the table, it was made known to me yesterday that the Beverly
Yes.
opened yesterday, so
Yeah.
we're taking reservations.
Did you check their menu?
Their menu is
Interesting.
high level.
It is.
a little limited. You know.
$50
Little bit.
lamb shanks. I'm like, they better
Where
be
is,
the best
where
lamb.
is this? Is it
It's
new?
downtown Berkeley. Yeah,
It's new?
brand new.
South of the Mr. Kebab,
Yep.
Okay.
It's one of those places where you have to buy all your sides.
or you have to sell.
Yeah, good
I could tell as
point.
soon as I looked at that, I was like, "Oh, I know what type of
Yeah,
restaurant
like
this
Morton's.
is."
You have to sell a kidney in order to get a kidney.
Or Capitol Grill.
Yes, that's
Only
right.
because I know Dave would automatically know this off the top of his head. The chefs and the chef like system. It's based on a Detroit restaurant that I can never remember the name of.
Big Pally or something like that.
It has a completely different
You
name.
mean their other restaurant in Detroit?
They have a restaurant in
Yeah,
Detroit and they're franchising to
Not the
this.
Carrots
Oh.
Ease place. Who are the other people?
It has a weird name like a person's last name or something. I
can't-
don't know.
yeah, I-
I've never
I
been
never
there,
Is
but
it downtown?
I'm brain cramping.
it's downtown. I just figured, the moment I say something like that, this guy's got to know it. But I guess I have to get him into it. And last but most certainly not least, and it's always good to actually see his face and not just microphones, is Professor Jim Tubbs.
Yes, I managed to come around the octopus
Yeah.
this time. Sit nearer the head.
We're not going to see you for a while, but you'll always be in our
No, we'll
hearts.
still see him all right online.
Oh yeah,
Read
posting
with envy.
pictures, posting pictures. Yep, we can't wait to see your
It will be
travels.
warmer. Decidedly warmer.
Truly.
It's going to be 100-degree swing, Jim. It's
Well,
negative
something
20
like
outside.
yes, close to that.
Should you go to like Oklahoma and just kind of slowly
No.
build the thaw?
Oh my god.
No. I was just looking at that map and realized that Phoenix is about the same latitude as Atlanta.
It's
but
true.
It certainly doesn't seem like it weather-wise in the winter.
That's right. The NPR major article at 6 a.m. this morning was that the University of Mississippi is just completely upside down right now. They're
Yeah.
frozen out.
Yeah.
They have no idea how to deal
and
with
there's going
snow
to be
or
ice in Florida.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I'm looking at like how far south they are.
Well,
That's
everybody I know
incredible.
in North Carolina is expecting like 7 inches
That's incredible.
this weekend.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
baby.
incredible.
I talked to a guy in Phoenix today. He's complaining that the weather was about 60. Are you kidding me? Stop right there.
Just stop.
Got up this morning and there was one degree.
Right.
I was in New York Bagel this morning at 7:30 a.m. and there was a guy in shorts.
Of course.
Yeah,
there is.
sure.
Always.
So I was like,
Just
about
Where
right.
else?
spring to
Where else
come.
could you go and see this?
I see that all the time in Detroit Metro Airport, and I'm thinking you may be surprised wherever you're ending up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Folks, this is a program where you can send us questions regarding anything, and it's been a while since we've had questions like generally about weather. If you stump the panel, you will receive a brand new edition of the ATP coffee mug and autographed photograph. If you don't stump the panel, we'll send you the autographed photograph. You can send us the questions in a number of ways. Email us at atp@udmercy.edu. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, or listen on your favorite smart speaker by asking it to play Ask the Professor at University of Detroit Mercy. Dear Matt and Profs, there was a call for holiday questions, but you already did them. Also included here is the latest installment of the 25 oddball trivia questions left on the family computer to send to you. I won't take credit for all of these as the family gets in on the contributions. We hope they prove challenging, thought-provoking, and fun. Please enjoy. Warmest greetings, as always, from Valencia, California. Frank and the
Warmest
family Burrows.
Greetings.
Yeah, that's a low blow. Let's start with a couple of softballs here. What is the name of the current head coach of the Detroit Red Wings?
Todd McClellan.
Todd McClellan. Ooh, okay. Now we're backtracking to the 80s here, maybe a little.
Okay.
The Queen of Mean. Remember Leona Helmsley? She supposedly left $12 million in trust for her dog.
Yeah.
What was the dog's name?
Oh,
That's a tough one.
Concierge.
It
bellhop.
was not a human-based name, if that makes sense. It wasn't like Jane or Jack or anything
dog
like that.
name.
It's a,
Fifi.
no, it wasn't even a dog name along those lines.
Was it?
It's more of a state.
a steak.
State of
It's
Frozen?
not.
being.
It's a state of being and not a state of
Luxury?
the United
Oh.
States. Luxury is a really actually
I was
very
gonna say
good
Oklahoma.
Euphoria.
Wealth.
Ecstasy.
Destiny.
Euphoria.
$12 million trust. No, the name of the dog was Trouble.
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 Oh.
The fund for Trouble
Oh.
in court was subsequently reduced to only $2 million.
Oh,
Seems
poor
about right.
Oh,
Here comes Trouble. I know I brought
Sit,
it up
Trouble,
before.
sit.
I had a really good friend who was just really, really good at telling jokes too. She named a cat she adopted Mister because she was always going Mister. And I just think it fits perfectly. I'm like, yeah, that's the name
That's a
of
good
the
one.
cat. What was James Joyce's full name? I'm looking in an English professor direction.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
He had two middle names, both starting with A.
Albert.
Andrew.
Alfred.
Abraham.
Aloysius.
Aloysius is one of them.
I don't
He
know.
was
I was
Catholic then.
joking.
Oh, he was.
He was very, very Irish Catholic. So it's James blank Aloysius Joyce. The second one, same A word as quote unquote the first city ever founded in North America by Europeans. That's the best. clue.
Augustine.
Augustine,
Okay.
yes. Saint
James
Augustine.
Augustine Aloysius.
Joyce.
Wow.
We were just talking about Finnegan's Wake the other day.
We were, yeah.
I'm going to fill out this grant application, and I'm going to put some of my footnotes as music. Let's see if the people can even understand what I'm
Finnegan's
saying.
Wake,
If you've
yeah.
ever tried to read Finnegan's Wake, that's not for lightweights. That's all I got
No.
to say. In 1998, what was the largest maker of personal computers in North America?
Dell.
Absolutely. No way.
Oh, what
IBM.
year?
Hewlett
IBM.
Packard?
Dell.
I mean, I'll give it
Oh.
to you. It was Packard Bell. Yeah,
Oh.
it was before
Packard
Hewlett
Oh.
Packard. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, 98? That wasn't that long ago.
Compact.
Yeah,
Really?
that was a long time ago.
Or Tandy or one of those other.
Tandy.
Tandy. Oh my God, compact.
That was sort of the
Cute.
dawn of laptops.
It was the dawn.
Most
of
people
laptops.
still had
Yeah.
desktops at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Compact.
Let's see. How did the Mars company come up with the name Snickers for their candy bar?
Wasn't that what their dog or
Somebody's pet, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
pretty darn close.
Yeah.
It was the family's horse.
a horse?
Horse.
Horse named Snickers.
Snickers.
That's cute.
Really
Giddy up,
satisfying.
Snickers. Ugh. Doesn't sound right.
What company was once owned by GE, Westinghouse, AT&T, and the United Fruit Company? I think I've heard this before.
Wait a
but
minute, I don't. They all
At
owned
different
it.
times,
Oh,
General Electric, Westinghouse, AT&T, and the United Fruit Company all owned this. Definitely known to all of you
United
company.
Fruit Company.
Is
The
it
last
a,
one's
is
out
it a
of
food
place.
company?
It is not.
Definitely all
City
known
of
to us.
Dole.
Amazon,
I would give it away in 2 seconds by saying it's a broadcasting company.
NBC.
It's NBC. Yeah.
United Fruit Company?
You know, like, are they that big?
You know,
I remember when Westinghouse owned NBC, but
Sure.
United
GE.
Fruit
Do
Company.
they do ads for the fruit company?
the fruit company.
Carmen Miranda did the ad.
Yeah, there you go.
I
more
drew
pineapple.
I drew a bunch of those Chiquita ads. God awful.
Nice.
God awful.
What's the more common name for cerumen? A cerumen?
A cerumen?
Cerumen, for cerumen. Yeah. What's the more common name for cerumen?
Is it a
Is it a-
musical
is it a
instrument?
drug?
CERUMEN.
Is it a
Earwax.
Saran?
It's earwax.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good one.
Yep.
Ooh.
Jim had to think
I
about
thought it was
for a minute.
cerumen, though.
Oh, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Yep.
Earwax.
It's also my congested voice reading.
I'm visualizing Shrek and the candle right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. What musician wrote the children's books When I Grow Up in 2001 and My New Teacher and Me 2013?
What musician wrote these? Madonna?
Randy Newman.
Neil Young.
Nope.
Joni Mitchell.
Recently played, this is a total giveaway, in a documentary about his life by Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic. Yes,
That was
that's
a weird
right.
movie.
Did you see it? Yeah. Oh, I want to
Yeah,
see
didn't
it.
he? Yes, I saw that.
Was it
too.
accurate?
It would have been weird if it had been
Some
accurate.
of it. Some of it. It's like a mockumentary.
Yeah, it sort of was like.
It got
not
weird at the
fully-
end.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's got weird at the
serious.
end. Yeah.
I mean, poor Daniel Radcliffe. He really is a good actor, but I mean, you just
yeah.
have to live your entire days trying to
Harry
beat
Potter.
Harry Potter. You
Typecast.
know, it's just.
He did.
Well, Weird
He
Al's
was
a
very
nice,
good at it, I thought.
nice attempt. Nice attempt to shake it. So.
What's the currency? I always look at the map, but can't even see it. In Argentina, called.
Peso, isn't it?
It's a peso.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
The Argentinian peso.
I think I've got some at home.
Oh,
The
well, of course you do. You're like
Argentinian
going into
peso.
your pocket here.
No, I've got these Ziploc bags in my sock drawer, you know.
I beg your pardon.
different
Nice.
countries' currencies
Coming back from South America, Ziploc
that are
bag.
worth nothing, basically.
I got envelopes.
I
sent
swear,
Yeah.
the coins.
Russian stuff and Chinese.
The euros are still worth something. Canadian money's still worth
Got some
something.
of
I don't know about that.
The English pounds are still worth something.
As
but
of today,
a lot of
that
the
is a
rest
true
of them.
statement.
Yeah.
What's the longest running science fiction series on American television? This is pretty good.
It's not-
Currently, longest running?
I would say, from my
Or
knowledge,
that it did
watching a
run
lot of,
No, that's
it
England.
still stands as
say.
the longest.
It's not. It's a Star Trek, is it?
It is not a Star Trek franchise. It says here, because I bet you also know sort of the follow-up question, it's pretty obvious what the British longest running science
Yeah,
fiction
Doctor
is.
Who.
Doctor Who. But what is it in America?
It's still on now, today?
No, it is not.
No.
Oh, okay.
And oh God, I'm sorry. It's hard to even answer that question. And yet it is. They made, like all
new
these
one.
shows are doing, a couple extra seasons a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and the mains are a little bit older and they're
Where's
doing
Erin
different
when we were-
stuff.
She was
It's not.
It's Battlestar Galactica.
No,
Twilight Zone.
My God.
I was talking to my students the other day because
Don't
we were
let us-
talking about Pluribus. It's the new Vince Gilligan. And we worked backwards a little bit. You hit Better Call Saul. Worked backwards a little bit more. Breaking Bad. But before that was
Before Breaking Bad.
Vince Gilligan was one of the
Oh,
producers.
the X-Files.
X-Files.
X Files. No way.
Yes. That's what it says.
That's because
Yeah.
they're sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
yeah.
They had a couple Hulu seasons a couple years ago, and no one even cared. Once like the big
Yeah.
super conspiracy was sort of resolved, it's like,
Yeah.
is it that
Kind of
you
like
know?
Twin Peaks when they revealed who killed Laura
Oh, yeah, that was it,
Palmer. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Why
just,
watch?
still interesting, but they never kind of bounce back.
Yeah.
every once in a while we get this, and it's a great piece of American Americana trivia. Where would you find the fictional character whose name is Norville Rogers?
Shaggy.
That's Shaggy
Scooby-Doo.
from Scooby-Doo. That's right. That's his name. What happened to the Faygo flavor Royal Hawaiian Pineapple Orange when it was released during the 60s?
What do you mean? What happened?
Happened to
Yeah,
it?
people
Oh,
drank
something
it.
happened to it. Something definitely happened to it.
Wait a minute.
Did it explode?
Exploded?
It exploded. The flavor
Oh.
used a juice extract that was not sterile. So it became rancid and started generating gas.
No.
Dole eventually gave them a sterilized juice to use in the subsequent runs. Who's buying that after the incident? I don't know. But
After
yeah.
your bottles exploded.
You know, traditionally, when somebody says something at the same time, like Dan and I just did,
Yeah, I think
you
said-
owe me
you
a
said it
Coke.
first.
No, you owe me a Coke. No, you don't owe me a Coke.
Oh, you owe me a beer.
No,
sorry.
you
Yeah,
owe
you
me. You
owe
owe me
Fago.
one of those things.
Oh yeah,
An exploding
you get
drink.
a Royal Hawaiian.
I'll get
Pineapple
you a
Latte.
rock and rye.
That sounds good, actually, right now. This company started out by the name Blue Ribbon Sports, but evolved into the monolith we know today as
Petco.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon Sports.
Oh, sports.
Adidas, Puma,
Foot Locker.
Nike.
Dunham's.
Became Nike.
Whoa.
I knew it was a shoe
Blue
company.
Ribbon
I was just-
71, it said they
Phil Knight.
changed their profile to
Huh.
Nike. What car company's first production car was the T360? It was actually a small truck in 1963.
Chrysler.
Datsun.
Toyota.
T360.
The only way I can give this clue is like this. You never, in my generation, would have called this a domestic company, but now over 95% of their work is done in the United States. Make cars that last forever.
Honda?
Subaru?
Yeah.
Honda.
Like a Japanese car.
Which
So that's when they shifted from motorcycles to cars. huh?
63.
Libertyville,
yeah.
Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who was the first person born in South Africa who won an Oscar? 2003.
Charlize
Charlize
Theron.
It was
Yeah.
Charlize Theron. Do you remember the movie?
Monster.
Monster. You got it. Yes.
Movie out too. Coming up.
Yep. I'm supposed to mention on the air that I was trying to put together a meeting with Jacob Kagi from biology, and he goes, "Oh, I'm not going to be here that day. I'm going to the Grammys this weekend." I want to remind you that his brother was one of the musicians that did the Bob Dylan movie, and then the soundtrack got nominated.
No
And so he's his
way.
brother's plus one, and I'm like, no way. He goes, yeah, it's a separate ceremony, but we bought tickets to the main ceremony too. I'm like, no way. I
Wow.
gotta watch that now.
Amazing.
Is Jacob Kagi in the audience? Richard Nair, K-N-E-R-R, and Arthur Spud Meelan founded this iconic American company.
Potatoes.
I mean, you know,
Oh, Rhino.
it was not
good
food
guess.
based.
Oh,
Wise potato chips.
No,
not
it wasn't a food
food-based.
company.
It's
Not a
not
food
food
company.
based.
It starts
Oh,
with
not
a
food
W, and it is very, very well known, at least back in the Gen X days, as a toy company.
Wonka.
Not Wonka, but so close, right?
Is it the truck thing?
Tonka?
Not Tonka. Starts with a W.
Gen X.
I just remember seeing commercials all the time, and I'm like, is this a parody or is it reality? I don't even know if they exist anymore now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's forgotten.
It's not Weebles.
Whammo Toys.
Whammo.
Wow.
They're still
As
around.
seen on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
W-H-A-M.
W-H-A-M.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hyper.
Rambo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Better than a bag of.
You know, I had
Broken
the same,
glass.
I had the same impression that it was like, a send up.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
Like
thinking
something
of
from
Marx
SNL.
Or Kenner.
Yeah,
remember
Yeah.
from SNL.
We've had this every once in a
Bag
while
of
too,
glass.
but maybe we should pay more attention to. What was the first slogan ever put on a minted coin in the United States? Was not "In God We Trust." It was a little more commanding, if you can believe it.
Don't tread on me.
No?
Commanding. Get out.
Suggested, if I remember correctly, Popular Logic, it was suggested by Benjamin Franklin.
This
So
could
now
be
you know
scary.
it's the real deal.
There's some snark.
It was,
It should have been a turkey.
you're sitting in a public place and someone you don't know comes up and maybe gets a little bit too close to you. You
Back off.
Step away.
I mean, close enough.
Don't tread on me.
Mind your business.
Mind your
Mind your
business.
business.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was, yeah.
How libertarian.
How Franklin.
Al Franklin, yes, exactly. Who is the official safety mascot for all NASA missions? If you pay attention to what they're wearing, there's a little logo. It's kind of cute.
Was it Linus, Charlie Brown, Snoopy?
It's Snoopy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Snoopy
Snoopy,
from
okay.
Peanuts. Yeah, that's right. Official
Red
safety
Baron.
mascot. Who experiences third man syndrome, and what exactly is it?
Who experiences
Third
it?
man
Yeah,
syndrome?
third man syndrome.
Jack White.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
I like that. Yeah.
Partial
Record
credit.
press.
Partial credit.
Vinyl record people.
No, exactly. No.
Third man.
These are.
You realize your date brought a date?
Oh
No.
no, it's
No.
wingmans.
Wingman. Is that-
It's extreme sports territory.
Third man.
Third man syndrome, extreme
What, like
sports.
skydivers?
Not skydivers.
Is it bobsledding?
No.
Something like that?
Is it
No?
an
It's actually
illness?
not going down. It's going up.
Not a roller coaster.
Football
Flying.
players?
Hot
Not
air
a, not a weight spot.
Rocket. Oh, is that at a circus like a
Nope.
getting shot out of a rocket? No.
No. As said, I mean, I'll give this part away. It's when you have two people climbing a mountain in tandem. So that's the answer. But what is third man syndrome when it happens?
You have to rescue somebody?
It's freaky as heck is what it is. Like, I don't even think I can.
When the person who's first falls
I mean,
or something.
you're closer than you think.
Huh?
It's the multiple times reported unseen voice giving you practical advice as your brain gets deprived of oxygen. And you feel like someone else is there
There.
talking to you. Ugh. Yeah,
With
I
the
don't-
little
remind me
angel
never to do
or
that.
angel or devil on your
Angel
shoulder.
or devil, yeah, that's freaky, man. Like if it happened over many things, you'd be like, "This is real."
I wonder if it's
Get
like
me out of
somebody
there.
you know. You hear Dave Chow's voice telling you.
Oh, just
It would
fall
be.
down already. Just give up.
Yeah.
Did you see on 60 Minutes about 4 weeks ago, they did a piece on Sherpas climbing Mount
Oh,
Everest?
There you go.
And I forget the reporter's name, but she and her crew actually scaled
Wow.
the mountain.
Went up to
and
base camp.
they documented the whole, the base camp. I don't know, actually, they went to the very top, but it was fascinating to watch her struggle with her breathing. And,
Yeah.
and then the Sherpa was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Totally
They're used
cool.
to it.
Well, you said that when you climbed Kilimanjaro, that the guys are just like goats, right? They're just
Walk in the park.
Yeah, we would leave in the morning, our tent and our stuff that we weren't carrying with us for that day's climb, and 14 hours later, we'd get to where we were going, and all our stuff would be set up.
and the guy and
And you never saw them go by you
the
with
equivalent of the
stuff, so-
Sherpas were there having a
what do
smoke.
you-
Where you guys been?
And these guys, they were like mountain goats.
There's some teleporter that they're not telling
Right,
you
exactly.
about, right?
Poof.
We'd be chugging along, and they'd keep saying,
Pole.
pole pole, which is Swahili for slow. Go slow, one
Yeah.
step
Pass-
at a time.
passing on the
These
left.
guys would be jumping up.
running
and-
up,
Oh,
yeah.
man. With these huge, we have like 50, 60
Heather, should we tell
packs.
Steven there's an escalator on the back of Kilimanjaro that's unseen?
He's not allowed to do anything like that again.
You'd get that, and the tent would be set up, and everything would be set up.
Oh.
How'd they get up here?
I'm looking up at the map again. 5 countries border the United States proper. 2 by land, 3 by sea. What
Canada
are
and
they?
Mexico, obviously.
Canada and Mexico are the land borders.
Russia, if you
Russia.
believe Sarah Palin.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Denmark.
no,
Cuba?
It says here Cuba. Yeah.
Yeah, Cuba.
Russia, Cuba, and this is a tough one. This feels like it could be
Oh,
Final
England,
Jeopardy or
Bahamas.
something.
Ireland?
It says Bahamas. Yeah, that's right.
What?
I knew Jim would be looking at the cruiser lanes there. You know what I mean?
Well,
Absolutely.
what is the question again?
What are the 5 countries that border the United States? 2 by land, 3 by sea.
Border must mean a certain
Within a
distance
distance,
away.
yeah.
Because Cuba's about 90 miles off.
Yeah, but we
The
don't share a
Bahamas are
border
about
with
10
Cuba.
miles off.
But they're close enough to be considered that.
Like the maritime
Yeah.
border.
Yeah, like Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Does the U.S. Department of Agriculture consider a stromboli a sandwich?
They must not.
They don't.
Well, they should.
Their
Yeah.
definition of a sandwich is at least 35% of cooked meat and no more than 50% of the mass being bread.
Wait a minute.
Hot dogs are sandwich type. Burritos and fajitas are sandwich like. Jam sandwiches and fluffernutters have a separate category. That's what it says here.
What's the separate
I think that's
category?
awesome. I don't know. There's no other information.
And if you're a vegetarian, screw you, because they used to be
Yeah.
35%
Why are these
cooked
being
meat.
categorized?
I'm sure. I don't know.
I don't like my
It's
food.
the U.S.
I don't want
What
labels
about tuna
forced on me.
salad?
That's
No,
right.
seriously.
My
So government
sandwiches.
officials are actually in charge of figuring.
Bureaucracy,
Well,
yeah.
But remember that
Important work.
ketchup is a vegetable.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Especially on
I
cottage
think French
cheese.
fries are now too.
Especially on cottage cheese.
Victory
Okay,
fries.
that's right.
Victory fries.
Nixon.
So I'm going to need a little bit of help here. I'm sorry. I know there are amendments to the U.S. Constitution. I'm well aware of the first few, but the 19th Amendment is what, again? It's not being directly referred to here.
19th Amendment.
Women's rights.
Women's right to
Right
vote.
to
Okay.
vote.
Yeah.
So I have never yet lived through one of those, ratification sequences where you get to the threshold and then you just don't even care about any other state ratifying it because you've reached the requisite amount, right? In 1920, what was the last U.S. state?
Tennessee.
It was Tennessee.
Yeah.
FYI,
To do what?
It was
South
a letter from
Carolina.
Ratify the
Obama.
19th
Oh,
Amendment.
Georgia,
Wow.
Louisiana, and Mississippi did not ratify until 1984.
Yeah.
What?
How do you even rationalize that? It's just,
Maybe they just forgot.
Yeah.
it was in the to-do pile. It got to the bottom.
No, it was in
Wow.
the to don't pile.
Yeah,
Right.
it probably was
God.
in the to-don't pile. One more, professors, because we're almost out of time. It's kind of cool. What's the state gem of the great state of Washington?
Opal.
It's very unique. Very unique.
Agate. Washington State.
Beach class.
It's not
I
beach
wonder,
glass.
I wonder if Beth would know.
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl. No. It's not something you would think of as a
Yeah.
gem, is the best I can
Right.
give you, but it still is technically qualified as a gem.
Micah.
What, like goose poop or something like
No,
that?
no.
Quartz. Quartz.
No, it's petrified wood. Is
Oh.
the state gem of
Oh,
Washington.
really?
Makes
That's
sense.
Okay.
It does make sense. Calling it a gem doesn't make sense.
Well,
Right.
these are, is it a sandwich? No. Is it a gem? Yes, that's all
It's
I
a
got.
gem in Washington State.
It is. Folks, I'm so sorry we're out of time, and the time has come to say goodbye, Jim.
Goodbye.
Dave.
See ya.
Dan.
Goodbye.
Mara.
Goodbye.
Stephen.
Goodbye.
And Heather.
Bye-bye.
Now, these words from University of Detroit Mercy.
You can email Ask the Professor at atp@udmercy.edu or visit the Ask the Professor Facebook page.
Ask the Professor is produced and directed by Michael Jason and Brian Masonville, and our executive producer is Professor Jason Roach. Until next week, I'm your host, Matt Mayo.